morning. I am Naraini Gubaten and I will be presenting one of the key variables in my research study, that is public service motivation. So this aspect of my research is based on the responses of 16 participants. So as you can see, I have respondents of 16 respondents. This is because I choose two barangays, and then per barangay there are 8 elected barangay officials, no? So 8 per barangay, so a total of 16 respondents. And coincidentally, this public service motivation scale by Kim and others has 16 items also, divided into 4, that is attraction to policy making, commitment to the public interest, compassion, and then self-sacrifice. So I have 16 items or statement indicators in the questionnaire, as well as I also have 16 respondents. Okay, so after inputting the responses from the 16 respondents, so the first thing to do is to get the variance of the first statement, no, from the 16 respondents. So that is equals, and then var dot p, and then close parenthesis, I open parenthesis, and then we highlight this uh, responses, and then enter. So we've got 0.19. So just copy this one throughout here para makuha natin yung variance ng bawat statement. Okay? So next thing to do is to get the sum of the responses of respondent number 1, from item number 1 up to item number 16. So what is the formula? That is equals, and then sum, and then open parenthesis, and then we will highlight these responses up to here, and then close parenthesis, and then enter. So we'll get 77. Okay, so we will copy this formula pababa hanggang dito, and then we have these results. And then after that is we will get the variance of the responses or the results here. So there is the formula is equals var dot p, open parenthesis, and then we highlight these results, and then close parenthesis, and then enter. So we got 19.36. So since meron na tayo nitong mga numbers na to or results na to, so next thing to do is we have to input here the value. So in here, the value or the number of items, we have 16, right? So 16 kasi mayroon tayong 16 statement indicators in the questionnaire. So there are 16, and then in here, this is the sum of the item variance. So therefore, what we're gonna do is to get the sum of these results, no? So the the formula will be equals, and then sum, and then open parenthesis, and then we highlight this one up to here, and then close parenthesis, and then enter. So we got 4.40. Okay, so next is to put the value here. That's 19.36. This means since ito ay nandito sa R 20. So the formula that we are going to write here is equals R20. And then yun, 19.36. Okay. And then since we have these values, so next thing to do is to um, solve the Cronbach's alpha by using the values here in the formula. Okay, so what's the formula? Okay, so the formula is, andito siya, alpha is equals to k over k minus 1. So meaning, ilalagay natin dito, we have we have equals meron tayong two quantities. Okay, so next is ilalagay na natin yung mga values ng ating formula. So that's the k here is nasa I-26. So we are going to write I-26 divided by I-26 minus 1. Okay. Lang tayo nito. And then next is the second quantity, which is yung I minus 1 minus I-27 kasi itong 4.40 ay nandito siya. Itong sum of the item variance ay nandito sa column I, sheet number 20, row 27. So that's I-27 divided by I-28. I-28 because of the variance of the score, nandito siya sa column I, row 28. So, I-28. And since nalagay na natin yung mga values, so we'll enter. So, the answer is 0.82. Okay. So, the 0.82, by looking at the interpretation, no, in this table, 0.82 belongs here. Therefore, it is interpreted as good. Okay, so we will write good here. Internal consistency. Good. Okay. So, therefore, this, balikan natin itong questionnaire natin or itong data natin dito. This questionnaire therefore passed the reliability test using Cronbach's alpha.